Welcome back. There are some grim new numbers for President Biden when it comes to the border. By a stark 46 to 15% margin, voters in a new Fox poll say border security is worse today than it was 2 years ago. All this as smugglers have been caught in a new video now using a rope to lower a mother and her kids down a 30-foot section of border wall. Meantime, Vice President Harris coming up with this excuse when pressed on why she hasn't visited the southern border. It's been a month since President Biden made her the point person for the U.S. response to a record surge in migrants. Watch.
Yes, we're working on the plan to get there. We have to deal with COVID issues, but I can't get there soon enough in terms of personally getting there.
Joe Concha, we have to deal with a COVID issue. Now, that's a different story than even that she campaigned on, remember, where she made a focal point of that campaign, quote, making meaningful change to immigration and their illegal immigration. So what happened to her pet passion?
That's a very good question, Emily. I also want to know, she's fully vaccinated, the vice president is, right? And doesn't the CDC say it's okay to travel when you're fully vaccinated? It hasn't stopped her. She's gone to something like 8 or 9 other states, Texas, for whatever reason, not on that particular schedule. So that excuse is out. And by the way, in that poll, who are these 15% who think that things are better at the border? Who are these people, to quote Jerry Seinfeld? I mean, so look, if Kamala Harris ends up being on the top of the Democratic ticket in 2024, and even some Democrats feel that that may be the case, that Joe Biden may be a one-term president, she's going to have to run on her record as vice president. This is her #1 priority right now. And how do you fix the problem when you don't see the problem, when you don't speak to people at the border? And by the way, why not do a press conference once in a while instead of that T-ball session that she did on CNN yesterday? And I always hear this excuse, well, vice presidents don't hold press conferences. That's funny. I'm old enough to remember 2020 when I would see Mike Pence on my screen at the podium that Kayleigh would be at in the James S. Brady briefing room, taking questions for extended periods of time when he was put in charge of the coronavirus task force. So for Kamala Harris, this could be her signature failure, and it could really hurt her chances in 2024 if Joe Biden decides that in his early 80s, he doesn't want to run for president again.
So, Kennedy, taking that a step further, I think it's clear that we're seeing a strategy of protection, however, by the Democratic Party, because now, remember, anytime we address or the press addresses her new role with the border, she says, no, no, no. Remember, it's only about the Northern Triangle. No, no, no. It's about finding the root causes. There is a clear chasm between what they're charging her with and where that festering mess is happening, I think, so that she can keep her record clean. Your thoughts?
Yeah, the ostrich technique is not working. It is simply not working to pretend that the surge at the border isn't having a horrible effect on children and families. It is. There is so much confusion, and the only signaling from this administration is if you send your kids alone, if you sell everything you've got and send your kids with smugglers, when they get to the U.S., we're not going to send them back. That makes these kids pawns in this entire enterprise and puts them at so much risk. And her list of excuses, I don't even think she understands what word she's using when she says, I can't get there soon enough. Well, soon enough is now. Now is when the surge is happening, and the surge is only going to get worse and worse, so go fix it now. You can absolutely work on those root causes, but go down there, get affected by it, get angry, get emotional, see what's happening with these kids, and then do something about it, because she's been put in charge, and she's not going to be on Spirit Air. You know, to Joe's point, she's fully vaccinated. She will fly a plane with like 4 other people. She's like the John Kerry of vice presidents. Oh, yes, we're going to talk about him later.
Kayleigh, Kennedy mentions the children are being used as pawns, and we've heard the absolute horror and atrocities that they have to go through to even get to this country, and let alone then be packed in like sardines, instructions and whatnot. And however, they're being given a book. Everyone is being given a copy, apparently, of Vice President Kamala Harris's book. And my question to you is, would there be any of the acceptance of this that there is now if this had been happening under the prior administration? And what are your thoughts on these kids getting superheroes are everywhere?
Yeah, one of the lines in that book that these children are receiving is, in times of trouble, superheroes always show up. Well, the superhero, Kamala Harris, has not shown up for the 14 to 17-year-old girls in a migrant facility in Houston that had to be shut down because they were having to use the bathroom in bags, and they were not allowed to stand up from their beds. The superhero didn't show up for them. The superhero didn't show up for the 4- and 5-year-old who was tossed by a smuggler over a 14-foot wall. Superhero didn't show up. Superhero didn't show up for the kids who are victims of violence, 60% who are victims of violence as they make that dangerous journey. Superhero's not showing up because of COVID, she says. What a lame excuse. I've been on the vice president's plane. It's perfectly safe for her to go down there. And even if you put aside the fact that she's vaccinated, we've talked about on this panel, our frontline workers didn't stop working during the pandemic. Our healthcare workers, our police officers did not. Why is it fair for the highest office in the land, our elected officials, not to show up? It is an excuse, and it is quite sad.
Because she doesn't know what to do. Like, if you don't have the answer, you can't rush to the border. What are you rushing for? I mean, that's got to be part of the calculation here. And if they want to fill in the gaps, take a news conference. Let us ask some questions, and you can tell us what the truth is.
Right. Be transparent. Communicate. But to Kaylee's point, the question, the vice president asked it herself. Vice President Harris, where are these kids' superhero? For now, she is MIA.